Hello, everybody. I'm Bundeswehr Bob, along with Ben, Magnus, Commissar Roach, and Mordred. Viking. Say hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
And we are playing some more Supreme Ruler, but not just any Supreme Ruler. Supreme Ruler of the Great War, World War One, the First World War, if you will.
The Great War.
Or, World War, II Alpha, I suppose, is what you could call it, because not everyone actually, knows that this is World War One, apparently.
It's the Bigly War.
The Great War. It was a really great war.
What?
It was one of the greatest wars.
Or if we're going to use lingo from the day, it was quite a bully war.
None of us are English.
Come on, Bob, get on the trolley.
None of us are English.
Bully was an American thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
that I
Theodore
think
Roosevelt.
that was a little before this, though.
No, they used it during this. They used it during
I
this
thought
time.
this was like I thought that was kind of a late 1800s kind of shtick.
It lasted until the early 1900s.
I feel like we should use that more often.
Bully!
No.
Okay, so let's actually play the game. Take a look at our. Wow, that's a really. I'm used to 2017 numbers. Phew.
So yeah, I'm playing as Germany. Commissar Roach is playing Austria-Hungary. Ben is playing as the Auto Bros, and then there's Mordred playing as Bulgaria? ?
Yep. Bulgaria strong.
It's just
Sorry.
it seems like one of the strangest things is having Bulgaria there. It's just like
We hail our ISIS overlords.
Someone in my chat just asked, what are the ducats on my stream? I haven't finished setting it up though, but stream ducats are going to be a way to toggle music clips and sound effects and in-stream games and stuff like that. But I haven't finished setting it up, and I forgot I left that on. So you're just accruing ducats for future use right now. All right, so research. Oh shit. Yeah. I got one. Shit. Oh, I'm Poland again.
Yeah, you are.
Alrighty, so capital ships, pre-century cruiser, merchant. No, that's not important. No, well, at least there's not a lot to research. There's not a lot of doodles.
Sorry about that. I agreed to something.
Assembly lines. The idea for ducats is to hey, you get like a ducat a minute, you get like a ducat for every cheer, and then you can spend 100 ducats to hear Bob scream, "I demand blood and vengeance" in my stream.
why am I yelling in your stream?
Well, I've got the clip.
You got a lot of great
and
quotes.
it's really good. Rigid airships. Oh, it's the wave of the future.
Excuse me, sir. We call those dirigibles.
Well, no, there's a difference between a dirigible and an airship, isn't there? Is it a dirigible just the one that's a big inflated balloon, and the rigid airship is like the Hindenburg?
No, I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. I think that's specifically what a dirigible is a rigid airship.
Somebody look that up. Hey, wait, fuck this. Siri, what's a dirigible?
Here's some information.
Why is it British?
Why is it British? What the fuck?
Why is it British?
Did you plan this? Did you plan this?
No, it's just always British.
I don't believe you.
Would you buy it in
airship,
London?
an airship or a dirigible balloon? Later than air. We're gonna. All right, let's look at the whole page here because I still think I'm right.
It's the fucking space station argument all over again.
Yeah, but now Wikipedia can weigh in, and we all know that if it's on Wikipedia, it's right.
It's gotta be true. Sorry about that. The snark got to me.
I remember once I was... fuck this. I'll look that up later. I remember once... You ever, go look up something on Wikipedia then spend 2 hours just clicking on links?
Yeah, isn't there a game for that now? Like, it's kind of like 6 Degrees... Or whatever. I think it's 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, but it's on Wikipedia, so there's a subject that you have to get to, but it drops you on a random Wikipedia page, and then you have to get to the subject, and the less clicks you do, the better your score is. Which I think is a very fun game.
All right. So first things first, I need wood.
Hey guys, we can research land warships in a non-ironic way now.
Oh, not me.
No, it's still ironic. It's just useful.
What was I going on about? God, I forgot already. Oh, right. Well, I was trolling around on Wikipedia, and I remember I ended up on a page for black holes, and like one of the first lines in it said that a black hole was only dark because a fuse blew on the inside, and they couldn't find a battery for the flashlights. And I was just like, it's on Wikipedia, so I know it's right, but that doesn't sound right. Why do I have so many glow rocks in 1914?
I mean...
Do we have uranium supplies? Oh, I have a uranium supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Copy paste.
Yeah, totally copy paste there.
I don't know. I think actually, yeah, you're probably right because I don't. Well, you have the ability to build uranium mines right now, so like,
Well,
there is the ability to research isotope principles right now as well.
Sure,
So-
I've discovered a source of free energy. You just take these rocks and rub them on the body, and they're warm.
They'd probably burn you in this time period if you made that happen.
All right, so coal mine. That's a good start. How do I road?
Go down to build and then transport.
Date land. Oh, I could just right click and build. Okay, yeah, transport. There it is. And
Rail
lines.
cheaper,
Rail lines are cheaper. This is in the middle of.
I have starting towed artillery that looks an awful lot like it's self-propelled.
Yeah, there's at least one model bug, and that's...
We got a Mercer 210 millimeter towed here that looks awful lot like it's an SPG of some kind.
All right, okay. Note to myself: everybody's got to be working on nukes, so gotta work on that nuke program. Yeah, and no, I don't have artillery. I don't even have the ability. I have to research artillery before I can do anything.
I would strongly recommend you buy it from...
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay.
That's happening. That's on the list of things to do. Alrighty. So we're coaling. So now let's timber.
So out of interest, what were your starting budgets?
I have 241 million. Or is it billions? Yeah, it's
No,
millions, isn't it?
Millions.
Millions here.
$57 million.
I have 485 million.
11 million. Oh, yes. Fucking
Oh, yes, someone's poorer than me.
It's Bulgaria, Ben.
I gotta hold on to something.
That's like pointing a finger at like a homeless child and just going like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Have I researched gunpowder? I do have boomsticks.
We're not that backwards.
I mean, it's 1914, so that took me a little longer than it should have to realize the date for World War One.
I did wonder if you were checking
I
the...
think I'm
timeline.
okay to undoodle.
Then undoodle yourself.
Well, don't you control the passage of time? Oh Jesus!
Everyone controls the passage of time.
Oh, what happened over here in Constantinople, spelled with a K? New alliance formed with the Bulgarians.
Yes. I'm making alliances with all the people.
Wait, why are you sending me shit?
Because I don't want them. They're more ships. You need them more than I do.
I don't want them either.
Alright.
I mean, you have one of the largest coastlines of all of us.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be able to defend it against the British no matter how many patrol boats I have.
Do you want them Austria? Germany?
Eh?
I'm selling patrol boats because I don't want to pay for them.
Austria's got a pretty big navy. I'm good. I'm not going to use it, but I mean, I'm good with what I've got.
So Russia is over here.
Good job, Ben.
So that means that means alert level reduced. Okay, everybody stand down.
So, Roach, are you going to get all mad about the Archduke being dead?
I mean,
Because we have a very, very, very small window to decide what is going to happen.
yeah, I mean, you're correct on the small window bit, and the fact that I have not deployed my ground forces. Okay, there we go.
I don't need your charity right now, Bulgaria.
Aw, I just don't want to pay for them.
I'm not going to pay for them. Scrap them.
It's interesting having a real country.
Oh well,
Real-ish.
I'm giving you guys an opportunity
I don't know
first.
if you can consider yourself a real country.
I said real-ish. Okay, transport, rail lines.
Well, yes, we are angry about the assassination of Franz Ferdinand. So, for purely training purposes, the entirety of the Austria-Hungary's military is deploying to the Serbian border for training purposes only.
Well, yeah, obviously.
The
All
war
right,
we're going
so-
to start with them. Obviously, we got to train for it.
Are you saying war? We're going to war?
No, Ben. No.
Get it?
Yes, Ben.
You don't get it.
I get it.
All right.
Out of all of your friends, I think I think
You're the one that gets
I think
it,
yeah.
Alrighty, so Russia's gonna be a thing.
Don't
So
confuse
let's-
not getting it with internal, like, head hung low, like heavy sigh.
I'm conflating the two. Let's see. Supply depot.
Oh, you want the design? Okay.
Yes,
I thought you were asking for like a single artillery piece. It's just like, like, what are you gonna do with it? Put it on a pedestal in the middle of town? Like, what do you?
This is artillery. Thank you.
All right.
Now I can
So
actually
I'm
build
gonna
units.
I'm gonna turn the two towns on the Russian border into supply depots, or also supply depots.
I'm gonna have just no, it's gonna give me a fucking stroke just if you keep calling them that.
I remember. What was I saying in Stellaris that made you stroke out?
It's you kept mispronouncing physics. It was
Physics.
Yeah, yes, Ben.
Oh, very good.
See, Mordred likes it.
Yeah, I like it. It's amusing.
Hey, Bob, remember that time we were playing Hearts of Iron 3 and we were saying Magnus and people were getting furious?
I fucking had that the other day in my stream where I called it Magnus, and it's just like apparently people weren't in on the joke. I was just like, "Are you serious? Like, really?"
I have a question for all the people who have more experience in this game than I do.
I don't know who you're talking to.
And all of you guys. With maybe the exception of Mordred, but I think he has played this more than I have, so he might know. The strip of blue land between, like, on both sides of the Bosphorus. What is that?
That is it's a puppet of yours, but it's like a neutral entity, so anybody can like traverse it right now without fear of getting shot.
It's like they had a meta the crossing there.
Yeah, it's like your shipping authority kind of. It's like,
okay.
I don't know how else to describe it. It's just a puppet of yours, which as soon as you go to war with somebody, they will also go to war with that individual too.
Mm-hmm. How long until the new Magnus line? Well, this is World War I, where like static defenses were a thing.
Yeah, it
So
could
who
actually be
knows?
useful.
I don't. Where would it go? The Caucasus?
Well, I mean, the Caucasus. I'm not gonna go crazy in the Caucasus. I got a rail line built up to the Russian border.
The building?
building.
Or, yeah, I was gonna say.
It's not there now. There are two towns on basically both on opposite ends of that frontier. So I'm turning both those towns into like max level supply depots, so it'll propagate supply, towards each other. And then I'm going to put infantry and when I can artillery and probably maybe some trenches up there, but nothing else other than that, I don't think. You can build trenches, yes, and I mean you can build the trenches and they're actually a thing. So Magnus line it up. Well, the Magnus line was very sad last time. It never got touched. It never got touched. We put billions.
Russia never got within 100 kilometers of that line.
No, I would probably say it was longer than. I would say probably it's more like 200, 250.
The entire breadth of what was it? Latvia was the nation. So yeah, it's like the entire breadth of Latvia. They only pushed in like a couple kilometers when they at their most, and that was the closest a Russian ever got to the Polish border.
My chat just goes, easiest way to defend Gallipoli, import emus.
Lol, 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 lol. Get it? There are multiple references going on for the joke. Aha.
It's layered.
I'm gonna assume the person that said that's a Midge fan. 'Cause that's his big thing, isn't it? Is the Emu Empire, and also because that's a big joke.
I like how the 3D models just like it looks like they're all they're not animated at all. Looks like they're just all standing on those moving platforms at the airport.
They just all have wheels.
all the horses are toy horses with wheels under the hooves.
God, I can just imagine Ben's complaining now because literally the majority of your army is going to be foot infantry. There's no way around it.
I never had any issue with the foot infantry. You
Really?
guys were making fun of my foot infantry.
No, really,
I
because
thought
you
it
made
was
a
funny.
reference. You made a reference to those engineers once every episode for like 5 episodes.
Well, it was just because my chat kept asking, so they'd be like, "Where's your engineers?" And I go and check and be like, "Still walking through Latvia."
It was an entire saga of the engineers. It was brilliant.
What was funny about the engineers was that the front was moving at about the same pace that the engineers were. So what would happen was a supply depot would start construction, and then they would walk to it, and then it would finish, and then be like, "Oh, but we took some more land, and there's a new supply depot up there. Go to that one." They'd get to it, and it'd be finished, and just repeat. So, is Egypt a thing I'm going to have to worry about? Are they a British possession at this point?
Yes. If you click on Egypt, you'll see that they have a little Union Jack next to them.
They got a little they got branded. They got the brand.
So when did World War I historically start? Does anybody know this?
Soon.
1914. I think it was third week in July, I want to say. Well, that's
Roach, you'll be given an option to do things.
Yeah, don't worry.
Siri, when did World War I start?
28th of July.
Hey, I was right. That feels weird.
Good. Then that'll give these foot infantry enough time to get out of the wilderness of west or eastern Austria-Hungary. We'll actually get to their positions in time.
God, how bad is the rail network in Austria-Hungary? I guess there's no way to model the issues that they actually had with the rail network, though.
Yeah, there's no real way to do that. Actually, it's pretty good. I would actually say the biggest complaint I have is there's a lot of rivers, and not a lot of bridges. Not a lot of bridges, and there's some really annoying
river crossings
rivers.
matter a lot more right now in this than it did in Supreme Ruler, where we just had amphibious everything.
Yeah. So Ben, if you want to know how much of a problem I have,
At least I did. I don't know about anybody else, but Germans are just like rivers. Who gives a shit?
Go to Serbia, Ben, and look at their capital, and look at the only way I can get to their capital. It is a single railroad bridge across the river.
Oh yeah, I see that. Right there.
Yeah, the entire rest of that river, no crossings. Literally the entire border. I have to.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it is. It's kind of a bitch.
I got more of a desert situation going on in my area.
Well, I mean,
Supply
Ben,
is
you
not
are
as
the
bad as
Ottomans.
Supply is really not as bad as I expected it to be, though.
Actually, that's the biggest problem I have. Actually, I would say is my supply, because although everything is green tinted, you can definitely tell if you go to like Budapest and just the capital. You can definitely see a difference.
Yeah.
From that and everywhere else in my country.
I kind of wish there was when you put it on supply map mode, maybe it kind of like put the background map in like a monochrome or something like that, graded out a little bit. Because if your country's green and your supply is you know a hue of green, and you're playing in a country in Europe, it can be a little hard to see what exactly is going on. Like if you look at my area, it's super easy to see where there is supply and where there isn't supply. But if you go to Roachland, it's just like, I think there's some bratwurst over here, maybe?
What? It's just like...
Full stock of accordions here, sir.
If we were putting my checkos, if you were playing Hearts of Iron 4, you'd have modern tanks by now.
If memory serves, I don't even start with any supply depots.
I think I got some.
Actually, there is a way of checking that.
Yeah, that's the first thing I built was I think 4 like clusters of supply depots.
Oh, to be able to afford that. Yeah, I have no supply depots except for the one I just built in Sofia.
I'm gonna put some in the Middle East. I'm gonna maybe put 1 or 2 down in the Middle East.
I do, however, have an air force.
Bob, how is your Air Force? I was actually
It's like 3 barnstormers is what it is.
I have. Well, they're all patrol aircraft as they would be at this time.
Yes.
Some of them have 2 wings.
I
Some
mean,
of them have
how many do you
4
have?
wings.
Roxicon.
I have 7 of them.
You have 7. Hey, you have more than double my Air Force.
I probably have more than anybody currently out in existence right now.
Well, in 1914,
how big's your? How
The
big's
British
your
have 5.
Navy?
I know that.
I have 3.
Yeah, I have 3 as well. So they must have.
I have a total of 280 fine German naval vessels.
Yeah,
Historically,
you are
the
literally
Ottomans-
double my military.
Historically, the Ottomans did have an air force right now, but I don't. Well, maybe not an official air force, but they had planes. But I don't have any.
I mean,
I don't have artillery though.
I mean, you could take some designs from me. I'm not going to charge you for them.
That's not a bad idea.
That's
I don't have. I have precisely nothing to offer you.
It's fine.
As is per usual, Roach.
Who are you? What have you done with the real Roach? Offering technology for nothing.
I mean that's like the normal state of being in like any situation.
Here's why. Here's the thing, though, is that Roach is the instigator of World War I at this point, right? And Roach, being in that instigating position, wants to make sure that can anybody bail me out?
Thanks, Bob. Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I mean, it's but it's still hurtful.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
The Gaza Strip campaigns were horrible for the Kabul. Yeah, I know the Ottomans didn't really come out of World War I in a good place, considering it led to the destruction of the empire and the rise of modern Turkey.
Ben, that could be said about, I'm going to say, all the Central Powers.
All of every empire left in the world.
Because, Austria-Hungary ceased to exist and collapsed. Germany, as it was known, was cut up into multiple different countries.
The Russian Empire collapsed. The Ottoman Empire collapsed. The British Empire definitely took a big downturn. Oh, for a second,
the United States made it out all right.
Well, yeah, but we don't have the word empire in our name, so we have plot armor.
Not officially.
Actually, around that point in time, though, there was it wasn't an official thing, but there was a quote-unquote American colonial empire because we had all those things we took from Spain during the Spanish-American War.
Well, I mean, we got into the colonial game really late, and our colonial ambition was like, hey, let's grab a couple of these islands that nobody else is living on and kill some Filipinos. And boy, did we do that.
I mean, we also made a pretty badass fort around Manila. Concrete battleship.
Yeah, but it was... Wait, what... When did we do that? That would have been...
That would have been...
10s?
Yeah, it was around there.
And
I
can't remember the name of it.
Fort... Oh, what was it? Fort
Useless?
Not useless.
No, it actually did hold out really well. It was
like
the
last
last
bastion of American resistance in the Philippines during World War II. When
the Japanese took it, we decided that it was too tough to take, so we just
pumped gasoline in there and burned it.
We just filled it with gas.
That's so American.
Well, yeah, like the Japanese spent months shelling it and bombing it, and all they did was like knock out its anti-aircraft guns, which were just some like Ehrlichins mounted on the top of it. The actual, I think there were 12-inch guns on the thing were perfectly fine.
14-inch actually,
14
I think.
inch.
They were battleship class guns for the time. They were in
Yeah.
double mounts, so they had 2 of them. Because okay, the whole reason I know this right now is because I literally looked up the Wikipedia page like I think 2 days ago. I don't know why.
Just for shits and giggles.
It just happened. I just happened to go there. You know how you do when
Yeah.
you're on-
You don't have to
Yeah.
explain it.
Yeah. And yeah, they never touched it. They never destroyed the guns because they were still
Fort Drum.
firing. Fort Drum. They were still firing 3 minutes before the surrender of the actual fort. So like, it was completely working as intended. It just they just surrendered after I think like a couple. I don't know how long, but they after the last the other fort, because there was multiple forts in the bay. And I think the day before, or the couple of days before, the other fort that was still holding out, that was giving them supporting fire, ceased to be held. Like it got overran, and they were the last one.
Yeah, and then when we went to take it back, the Japanese were manning it, and we were like, well, we know that it's really tough because we built it, so they just landed
Burn the
people on
fucker
top
to the
of
ground.
it. Yeah, they just landed people on top of it and poured, like 55-gallon drums full of gasoline down every hole and threw a match in it.
It was actually a mix of gasoline, diesel, and it was like something else. Like it was so it didn't fume as much or something, but it burned for multiple days.
What are my plans for the Armenians? Well, if you look closely at the map, there isn't a country called Armenia, so I don't see what the issue is.
Just like if you play, I don't know, a Hearts of Iron game during World War II as Germany, you don't necessarily have control over a certain a certain genocide that occurred.
There isn't a genocide button.
Yeah, game doesn't really focus on that. That's what we call bad press. Okay, well, it's July 20th.
Yeah, 8 days remaining.
28th?
28th? Okay.
28th, okay. The Austro-Hungarian military is poised on the border.
And the Bulgarian military is in the barracks of Sofia, ready to move. Well, soon to saving money and poor.
So I hear that running out of bullets is a thing.
Yeah, I already built 3 extra military factories.
Yeah, I literally just threw down 3.
Oh, such luxury.
I just locked out my military goods. Nobody gets to buy those. Full production, nobody gets to buy them.
That's actually a good idea. So what we'll do is we'll go lock. And
I have it locked so that it produces 100% of capacity all the time, and I don't have an export.
German bullets for German citizens. Wait.
Sell 0% of surplus. Bullet for every man, woman, and child, Bob?
That's right. America.
Well, if we're talking about America, it's like 4 million bullets for every man, woman, and child. We're definitely going to need more supply depots here. And I'm basically right now I'm working under the assumption that, hey, I don't need to worry about my budget because everyone's going to be dead soon. And these people need to pay their taxes now rather than when they're dead. Turkey mobilized yet? Well, Turkey's not a thing, but no, I have not mobilized yet.
Oh, whoops.
Why would I? There's no conflict at the moment.
There's no war. Why is... No matter how much those damn Russians and Serbians say that we're poised for battle and bloodshed.
No, I feel self-conscious about the massive troop movements in Germany.
Do you even mobilize, bro?
So are you gonna go for a Schlieffen plan, Bob? Is that your plan here?
Well, I might just level, French cities, quite frankly. If I even fight the French, who knows?
I meant your general outlook on your deployment. So are you gonna have a small force on the eastern side of the country and then all your stuff in the west, or is it gonna be
pretty even split? I'm gonna have more of the cavalry in the east.
Yeah, I'm noticing cavalry, fucking great units to have.
Yep.
Well, specifically for Austria-Hungary, because it's these things are saved my life against Serbia.
For Bulgaria too. They're so good.
Oh, hey, I do have some field guns. I don't know how to make them, so I don't know where these came from. It's like Poland with the glow rocks.
We didn't dig these out. We just kind of found them lying around.
Let's see. Wait, the glow rocks worth anything? No. Yeah, well, they're worth something.
They're worth $12 on the market for a ton of them.
All right, just sell everything.
Somebody's buying them because I'm trading 401. So
I'm trading about 2.
Which one of you motherfuckers has the reactor?
Top importer, Belgium.
Really? Oh, those crazy southern Dutch.
He's the only importer.
Dastardly southern Dutch are at it again.
If you go to the world statistics for uranium, he's the only one importing any type of uranium. I wonder if that
Belgium.
I wonder if that means it's a copy and paste job and he actually has a nuclear reactor. That would be funny.
I was looking around, I didn't see one.
Are we sure there isn't a nuclear reactor somewhere in here? Because that would be the funniest thing ever.
Let me send some people to Tehran and I'll let you know. Alrighty, let's see here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Not seeing any, but that doesn't mean it's not here.
Russia supports for Serbia.
Belgium's secret nuclear program. That's hilarious.
Well, there is a technology you can research right now called the isotope thing.
That's a very, very modern looking tank I've got rolling through Hamburg right now.
Well, let's go look at it.
Look at that thing. It's got an M60 on top of it.
Yeah.
A mark of things to come.
What's sticking out of its butt, Bob?
There's some towed artillery, like proper towed artillery, like on top of it.
Oh, it's riding some artillery into
I have towed artillery towing artillery. That's how meta my artillery is.
I love the guy with the pickle hub. Standing right next to the leopard modern battle tank or whatever that is.
It's 32 minutes. Yeah.
It's 32 minutes. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. We should like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, remember to follow and subscribe there as well to all of our various Twitch channels for those who are streaming. That's not Roach. Everybody else is, though. Pretty sure, right?
Call me out. There you go.
Because you make a point of saying it whenever we talk about streaming. Do it to yourself, buddy. Do it to yourself. And go check out our Patreon page to support with more than just a view. And we'll catch you guys later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.